buddy right here getting ready to go into the bike for the Poker Craft interview. I'm pumped. I feel so blessed. Like, I feel so honored that somebody wants to interview me. Can you believe that?
We're live. We're going to wait for the Live at the Bike chat animals to come in, the P's and Q's fans.
Oh, shit. Oh.
1 minute in and you just can't even hold it.
I can't. Get so much trouble for cursing. My apologies in advance. I'm a poker player.
These wild animals are coming.
Cheers, Wayne.
Cheers. P's and Q's.
Yay, thanks for having me on.
Sure.
So excited.
Oh, shout out to your super fan that was just like the last episode.
Oh, King of Bakersfield.
Shout out to King of Bakersfield.
Where you at, brother? Where
Cheers.
you at? Come through. Cheers to you, son.
King of Bakersfield.
Hell yeah.
Well, let's get started. This is the
All
Poker
right.
Craft podcast on Live at the Bike. I'm your host, D22 Wayne Chiang, and this is P's and Q's new poker vlogger.
Yeah.
And let's get the P's and Q's story and how you got into poker.
Well, back in the day, I used to work at MySpace. You guys remember that? You have
Shout
one
out
of
to
those?
Mod, shout out to Tom.
Tom!
Shout out to Justin Timberlake owns it now.
Yeah, when I got laid off. Let's not talk about that.
ahead.
We used to play these single table sit and goes on Tuesdays at my girl Carol's house. Shout out to Carol, my jellyhead, love you, boo. Man, it was really cool because it would be 10 of us. We'd play poker and, top two players take home most of the money. Third place got money back. And it was cool because you're playing with your friends. So you get the opportunity to ask questions, understand like maybe why they're double barreling or why they decided to bluff you on the river
And
or
ruin fun friendships,
oh man, woo. It's tough. It's like playing spades at Black Christmas, like ooh, we don't want no parts. But no, we remained friends, and through that I started to just really develop a lot of skills. And I looked around, I was like, hey, you know what, I'm doing pretty good. Like, I'm taking some of these down. Then I started going to Vegas and building, and look at me now, man. I didn't used to play tournaments, and that's why I started the vlog, to really document my transition from being a cash player to a tournament crusher.
How's your Hendon mob doing?
Bro. Well, I mean, I just put another notch on my Hendon mob 2 weeks ago here at the bike. Final table at a WSOP circuit event. It was a ring event, too, and I was like,
Sick.
trying to
But
get
you
that
didn't get
bling.
a ring on it.
Oh, someone asked me the other day, what's P's and Q's? Like, why? Well, I'm Q, and the P is for poker. So it's like a play on words, P's, poker, and Q, a poker vlog with Q. But then it's also a double entendre because, I do the poker etiquette, trying to school y'all new boos, and some of y'all old boos too who be tripping, helping everyone just be the best player on and off the felt. I enjoy that. I wanted to just document the journey because anybody who goes from cash to tournament knows, like, it's such a different world.
Yes.
Like, I thought I was a great poker player until I started trying to play tournaments. Actually, the really messed up part is when I first transitioned, the first two tournaments I played, I final tabled. It was like 200-something field.
Easy game.
I'm like, oh, I got this in the bag. I can do this. Poker smoker.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man.
And
And then I started reading books, and then I started tanking. I didn't final table again until this summer at the World Series. I got my ass handed to me on a full platter, a shiny platter, like a beautiful platter of learning, whatever. And my last tournament I played in Vegas, like I literally almost went home with my tail between my legs. And I forgot one of my girlfriends was coming for dinner.
Uh-oh.
And she's like, I can't wait to see you at 7. And I already booked a flight for like 3. And I was like, oh, shit. So I canceled my flight. I ended up playing a tournament and making it to 3rd place. And then it gave me some redemption. That's one of my vlog episodes, too. It's like one from the summer. And literally until that final table, I hadn't final tabled since the previous December. And it was like, I was just grinding. I was playing so much. I was really getting disappointed. But now, looking at my vlog from where I am now to where I was when I started, I can see my growth. Like,
look at you now.
But I'm honored to be on here. So many greats have been on here. To say that I on here now is just like
Mamacita.
Yeah, Mamacita, my boo. I love you, mommy. I love you so much.
Oh my God, she's a human being. Like,
I'm a real person, guys. Yeah, I have feelings, you know?
I know.
Just kidding.
Unless you're dating, then no. Then
I'm
just-
married, Wayne, okay? I date my husband.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
We go on
See?
dates
Okay.
all the time. What's
Okay.
up, Poppy?
What's up, Poppy?
He's great. I'm going to get him on an episode of the vlog.
Okay.
He doesn't play poker, though.
He doesn't play poker.
No.
No.
I mean, he knows, like, 1 pair, 2 pair.
When somebody hits on you but you're married, do you do positive K, I got a man?
What the man got to do with me? I got a man. I'm
I
not
ain't
trying
trying
to
to
hit
hear
a
that,
seat. I mean, we've been together for 9 years, so I'm kind of used to it. But I'm so friendly, so I think sometimes, people will think like, oh, I got a shot because she's so nice. She's smiling at me. She must like me. But I'm just being a nice person. I think it's like, smiles are free. You know, it's nice to be nice to people.
That's true.
Why not?
That's true.
Yeah. So I might be giving off the wrong message, but I don't know how to I'm not mean. I don't know.
So on your IG, you got a lot of the, you got some old school people. I saw Joe Hashem in the mix.
Yeah. Oh my God. Shout out to Joe Hashem. He's a real one. I interviewed him for an episode, and actually, it's one of my favorite interviews. He dropped some real jewels, and he's just a genuinely kind guy. And
Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi! Shout out to my Aussies. I'm an honorary Aussie.
So I saw you in pics with Andrew Nemi, Brad Owen.
It's my people. Shout out Andrew.
Shout
Shout
to
out
them.
Brad.
They were just in the meetup game at Gardens.
I know. I literally just landed from Peru, and I could not make it. And I was sad because I love those guys. I would not be in the position I am as a vlogger right now without their mentorship and their inspiration. Like, literally, it was like I was just about to launch my vlog, and I met them, and I asked Brad, I'm like, hi, can
You're
I
like, cameo?
interview you? Yeah, I asked him for an interview, and he gave me like a bomb-ass interview. My second episode is Brad Owen, and it's really a great interview. And ever since
Check it out.
then,
The link's going to be below.
check out the link.
The link.
Check it out.
There's going to be a link to her vlog below, her Instagram, her Twitter.
I'll go this way. All that shit. Check it out. But like real talk, like I think that's one of the coolest things about this poker community. Like people support each other.
Yes.
People like you just reach out to someone and they'll just be genuinely kind. And Andrew and Brad have showed me so much love. I'm just like eternally grateful. They're dope. It's like the greatest.
Dopeness.
Dopeness. I love you guys.
What do you got in store for your future vlogs? Oh, and you also were playing on ladies' nights, and you said you wanted to get on the real shows, the normal shows. You want to check race some dudes.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
okay.
do.
Just let me know when.
I'm gonna check race some dudes. Now that I'm back, it's 2020. I know you sent me a message about this week, but I'm gonna be at a birthday party, so I can't. But
Go shorty.
I'm looking for it. It's my girl Maz. It's her birthday, and I'm looking forward to it. I think a lot of people have seen me from Ladies Night, and I'm really grateful for Jamie and you for giving me the opportunity to get on the show because I always wanted to be, and now I've been on 3 times, and it's like, what?
Now you're like, whatever, been there, done that. Going on Joe Rogan and Jimmy Kimmel.
I'm going on Jimmy Kimmel. Like, come on.
So where do you want to take your vlog from here?
I can't wait until I take down a big ass tournament. I'm gonna win the main event, Wayne. That's the whole point of this whole tournament thing. That's literally my goal. Did you know that?
Rooting for you, just the probabilities, pretty rough.
It's okay. It's okay. You know, it's got to happen. First woman to win the main event. And then I'm buying bottles of Class A Azul for everybody who comes.
So you're passing the Cavassier. Is that what you're doing?
Forget the Cavassier. We're passing the Class A.
Dude,
I'm
this is...
excited to take the vlog to more interviews. I really enjoy like getting the insights from other celebrities, other players. I think my subscribers really like that too. Like my Mama Sita interview, I interviewed her.
I haven't seen it. I saw that's what thumbnail.
Man,
I'll get up on it.
literally, someone told me they cried. And when you watch it, it's really emotional. Like she was sharing some information about herself that I really didn't know. Like I didn't have any clue. And I'm like, damn, that's deep.
It is.
That's deep.
But this just goes for like entrepreneurship, artistry. It's just like all you need is inspiration from somebody who stands firm or just overcome some challenges and then you just like, take on the next step.
Exactly. Real talk. And she does it with heart. You know what I mean? With love. And I'm always a fan of that. I'm always going to support people like that. it's been fun for me meeting people. Femi Fashikin, who won the Big 50, I interviewed him. He was down to 4 big blinds and then came back to take down 1.1. Sometimes when I'm like got my back against the wall in the tournament, I literally play back his words. I'm like, I can do this. Like I might feel like I'm down, but I'm not out. That one tournament, the first one when I switched over and I said I went back to back final tables, I was down to 1 chip. 1 single chip in the small blind, so I was committed.
Yeah.
So I didn't have no choice. And I ran that all the way up to the final table. Oh my gosh.
What about the toxicity that women have to face in like poker and just male-dominated industries in general?
You know, I get that question a lot as a woman and then also as a woman of color, right? Because we're just very rare. I try to turn my frowns upside down. Like I see everything as an opportunity. You know, when you're perceived in a certain way, I do my best to take your perception and use it to my benefit as much as I can. And I really do find that guys are really nice. I mean, they want to take your chips and then they think you're a big fish. And I sit down and I will play up the role all day. They're like, oh, hey, little lady. Is your husband somewhere playing poker?
I missed something. I will be back. I messed up something.
Where you going, Wayne? He broke it. Wayne left me here by myself. I'm about to get into some shit. Just kidding. Not gonna break anything.
ECT Hijinks says, you look good, IRL.
In real life?
In real
Thank
life.
you. I'm a real person. It's not just editing and Photoshop.
Warren Bluffett says, glad to have you back, safe and sound.
What's up, Warren? Thank you so much. I'm happy to be home. I had a really good time in Peru, though.
Alexander Hitch asks, do you prefer cash games or tournaments?
You know, I'm more profitable in cash games at this point. It's because of cash that I'm able to play tournaments, because tournaments will just suck your soul. But I have a serious love for tournaments as well. I think it's like involves so much strategy and mental and physical acumen and stamina that I have a lot of respect for players who can like really crush it on the tournament grind. So I love them both for different reasons.
Julian E. asks, who's
I'm
your
down.
favorite poker player?
Daniel Negreanu,
D-Negs.
hands down. He's like one of the players that I would watch back in the day. Okay, so there's another part to my early poker story. My cousin used to come to my house because my house was close to her job. So in the middle of the night, she would come and spend the night. So she'd be there to be for work early in the morning. And she would always watch this show, this Poker After Dark, whatever the fuck. And always record it on my thing. Like my whole recording back in the day, DVR didn't hold that much. My whole DVR was like Poker
yo,
After
what are you
Dark.
doing, dude?
What's all this? Are you watching like inappropriate things on my
Yeah, exactly.
on my TV?
Does P stand for something else?
Exactly. And so I started watching it with her, and I was like, oh,
This is dirty.
ooh, this is so dirty, and I like it. And Daniel was on there a lot, and he's one of the first poker books I bought was Daniel Negreanu's book, and then I bought Super Systems by Doyle Bronson. This is so long ago, but when you watch a lot of players, they all have different personalities, and I'm pretty jovial. I'm like this at the poker table. I say hi to people. I'm not like in a hoodie with glasses and earphones. Like, that's just not me. So when watching Daniel, I was like, oh my God, he talks a lot. He's so nice, and uses his personality to gain information, and he's really good at it. And I was like, it's like when you can see yourself in another player, it gives you inspiration. I was like, oh, I don't have to try to pretend to be someone that I'm not. I can be myself and be a great poker player.
And be professional.
Yeah, and be professional. So shout out to Daniel Negreanu for inspiring young girls all over the world how to be a poker player.
Dark Acer asks, what's your most memorable hand and why?
My favorite hands is the ones that I win. The big ones.
KS asks, what's your advice on proper bankroll for 2-5 no limit?
You should have at least 20 times your
Buy-in.
buy-in. You want to be able to sustain yourself through variance and losing sessions. So if you got a very small bankroll, then sometimes you got to drop down.
Gino SoCal asks, what's your IG?
My IG is P's and Q's Poker. Shoot me a message. Say what's up.
Do you have a sports background? Asks Warren Bluffett.
I used to play basketball. I was a power forward. I was really good on defense, but don't make me shoot the ball. Definitely like number one in rebounds and steals really fast. And I also ran track, the 400, the 200, the 4x1, and the 4x4, and high jump until I fell on the bar and forget that.
Black Rain 106 asked, "Why are you so beautiful?" I just am beautiful.
Because my mommy,
You got it from your mommy?
no, she's a bombshell. My mom is so beautiful, and I really think beauty comes from the inside. Like right now, you're seeing the reflection of my insides on my outside, but comes from within, y'all. So, do my best to share my beautiful insides with all my peoples.
All right.
Oh, Ramsey's calling.
Okay.
What up, Ramsey? Do?
Yeah, you're on speaker. Sorry, the phone tech difficulties.
You're on speakerphone live on PokerCraft.
I just tuned in and saw you on there, and yo, I gotta say, Q is like probably one of the coolest people I've met most recently out there that plays the game all the time, and she's involved in the community. And I'm glad you have her on, Wayne.
Thanks,
I
Ramsey.
had to beg her to come on.
Oh, please.
I begged.
No, you can,
Later.
Thanks, Ramsey. So dope.
We got Ishkabibble.
Ishkabibble Moskowitz
says, "What's up, Q?
What's
what
up, my
are you
girl?
looking most forward to in 2020?"
You know what? For 2020, I am really looking forward to taking down a big ass tournament. I am getting a first place on here. I'm going to get me a ring, but I feel like 2019 was such a foreshadowing for everything to come in 2020. Like, if I thought I doubled down on my learnings in 2019, like I'm going extra hard in 2020, studying more, playing more, just really taking all of my 2019 and dropping it in 2020. Like it's
Drop it
going
like it's
down.
hot.
Drop it. Drop it like that.
It's going down.
For any of you guys who are in the San Francisco area, on February 8th, I'm doing a meetup game.
#mug.
#mug.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. It's me, Andrew Locke, Check Race Charles, and Just Christy B. It's going to be the four of us. It's going to be so much fun. At the Lucky Chances Casino, starts at 2 p.m. We're spreading a 3-3 no limit, 3 to 500 cap. This is my hubby.
Let me answer.
Answer it. So I would like to see you there.
Is this Ollie?
yeah,
This
this
is
is
Ollie.
Ollie.
What's up, Ollie?
Hey, Poppy.
What's up, Wayne? The hip hop encyclopedia. So I was wondering, just watching you on the TV. By the way, you look damn good on TV. No. So I want to ask you, like, you know, just being a beautiful woman, obviously, do you feel that that is an advantage most of the times, or is it ever like a disadvantage that you feel being like a good-looking woman at the table in the sport?
That's a really good question, baby. Thank you. I definitely feel like men, as a species, can be easily distracted sometimes. So, being a woman at the table, I have some assets that I bring to the table as well. My big brain. That's what I'm talking about.
Eyes.
My beautiful smile.
Yeah.
I certainly do recognize how that can be an advantage to me, but at the same time, men see you coming and they judge you, right? They think, oh, she's just pretty, right? So she's not smart. Or, oh, she just read this in a book or doesn't know how to play poker. So I notice sometimes, you know, different players, if they don't know who I am already, they'll try to play me really aggressively, which is great because I take all that information, and by the end of it, I'm usually the one stacking them. So, and then I do also find, especially in cash, probably more than tournaments, that nobody wants to knock out the pretty girl in a cash game. In a tournament, it's like really like, who cares? But in a cash game, a lot of times they're like, you know, it's more casual. People are having a good time, so they enjoy the eye candy. So,
what's your vision for like the sport of poker? Like, what do you feel like you bring to poker that is maybe missing from it at the current moment? And what do you think that you know? What yourself in the sport in, let's say the next like 2 or 3 years?
Wow, that's a great question, honey. Thank you.
I'm not playing. I'm coming with
You coming with the haters, baby. Okay. So, gosh, it was years ago. There was a fella who won the main event, Chris Moneymaker, and there's this time shift, and it's called the Moneymaker effect. And basically, he was like a regular Joe. Like, he wasn't a poker pro. He was just a guy who loved poker, played poker, came out, paid $78 or $87, something like that, in a satellite event, satellited his way to another satellite to the main event.
Another, and a sister and a brother.
A sister and a brother won the main event. And after Chris Moneymaker won the main event, it just, poker tournaments in particular, exploded because every other regular Joe sitting in their living room who ever knew how to play poker from their grandfather was like, I can
do that.
I can do that. Like, if this guy can do it, I can do it.
I'll
you know?
be that.
I'll be that. I'll be that. And we call that the Moneymaker effect. And what I see for myself is the Q effect. Like, those ladies out there who've been sitting on the sidelines watching their boyfriends or their husbands or their granddaddies play poker and wanted to play but never quite got the gumption to play, or those beautiful queens, those women of color who never stepped foot in a casino but always felt like, hey, I got the smarts, I got the strategy, I have the statistical acumen to learn something like that. Like, I'm going to be there to support them, to provide like mentorship, friendship, battle buddy status is what I call it. Like, when me and my girls, we roll out and we got each other's backs. Like, I want to be an advocate and a catalyst to bring in more women of color, more diversity to this wonderful game that I love so much. So that's what I see. The Q effect. The Q effect gonna pop off. That fight.
Oh, that's awesome. And how do you deal like in a relationship, like with your husband? Like, you guys
Wait, say that again. How do I what?
I'm speaking in third person. No, like, so your husband doesn't play poker. He's not really into it. Doesn't quite get it. How do you balance that, like, in being in a relationship where your significant other doesn't really understand the sport as much as you do? Is it a pro or is it a con?
I think it's I'm fortunate enough to where my husband is very supportive of me and my poker playing, even in moments where I think it made him uncomfortable because he didn't understand it or wasn't a part of this world. And, sometimes it's long hours, sometimes it's late nights and places where, you don't know where I am. And I'm so grateful to have such a supportive partner who understands how important this is to me and supports me even when he may not understand it himself. And together, we're building big things, so he knows that, like, I got the juice, man. And
so he knows when you win $1 million, like, you're going to be like big off like $200,000.
I'm gonna make it rain on him. That's right. Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, he already know when that big money truck come in, I'm gonna just dump it all on him. So.
Oh man, well, thank you, Q, so much. I love you very much, Wayne.
Thank you, Wally.
Rap tunes.
I'm trying. I can, I won't, but don't stop. I told you that we won't stop.
We won't stop, can't stop, won't stop. What?
You guys can make War make babies. Back when you was nothing, you made a brother feel like
he was something. That's why I'm with you to the debut, no frontin'. What?
I'm enjoying watching you guys. I'll talk to you later.
All right, baby. Love you. Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Right.
Ciao.
You got a keeper.
Isn't he cute?
Yeah, you got a keeper. He's got a keeper.
We're keepies.
There's keepers, yeah.
Keepies. We're gonna keep each other. I mean, we've been kept this long.
I'm gonna link the vlog below and all of our social media. She's not that active on Twitter, but
I suck on Twitter. I want to get better, but I suck. It's too much shit to do, man.
There's too much. It's endless.
I got a YouTube channel.
You got that ish forever.
Instagram. I do check my DMs on Instagram, though. I am probably more active there.
You know what I think of women players?
What?
She take my money when I'm in need.
Are you one of those easily distracted guys?
Not really.
You see the assets coming
No, I
through,
can't
you
even-
like, here's my stack, ma'am.
I could. All right, guys. Subscribe to P's and Q's vlog. The link's below. Check it out.
love you guys.
Put the camera like this.
Thank you guys so much. Hey, Wayne, thanks for having me on.
Of course. High
Boom.
five.
High
I
five.
like.
High
I like.
five. I like it so much.
Well, that was so much fun. Thank you to all my people who was in the chat and who tried to call in, but it didn't work. But then called me on my
Sorry,
phone.
guys. Yeah. Thank you for being innovative.
Yeah, I love you.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe. You can also find me on Instagram at P's and Q's Poker. See you next time.